and welcome back to more twitch.tv/speedrun action. And we are here with more of the 70-star tournament here. And we have toastrider91, winner of the bingo tournament, versus ktanenoob, who has shown some pretty spicy stuff, some pretty spicy gameplay in this tournament. So should be a pretty good match. Joined today by Cartoon Buffoon. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Really excited to see this race because toastrider is a big name runner that you would expect would just dominate his bracket, but we saw in the last race that he's very human, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of cool upsets lately on GSA. It's been really interesting to watch. And I don't know. I'm just excited to see some Mario action. We'll just see what happens. And the countdown's already going. We have action right away. No pre-race interview. You know, the runners, they just want to play. No time to talk. They don't care about each other that much.
Talking's for after the race.
It looks as though toastrider is actually playing on Japanese, so that will lose him a few seconds here over English version. And if he does double pillarless, he will have to worry about that sound glitch.
I can't remember, I think it's either 1 or 2 seconds. Like, it's almost nothing, but I guess it's maybe just personal preference to play on Japanese, because he's also a 120-star runner. But definitely a bizarre choice.
Yeah, he's just more used to the text. Yeah, it is a little slower and a little rip. toastrider, he was rocking the SSL late route instead of the HMC late route. So I guess he probably won't have to do that double pillarless, the one that I mentioned before. We'll just have to see, though. He might have changed up what he wants to go for here. We have those Zaya colors on the left. Very saturated, very bright, versus a more normal-looking color scheme. And also a console face-off here, N64 versus emulator. Might see some of those, differences matter. Hard to know for sure.
Yeah, a little bit of a disadvantage again for toastrider because of emulator not having lag.
Ktane trying as hard as he can to remove all of the advantage just at the beginning here. Very sportsmanlike.
Yeah, that is one of the most annoying mistakes because it's like it loses a full second to ground pound on accident. So it makes you feel really bad.
He held up before he jumped with the bomb. Tried to be too optimal here on bomb clip, and that's really unfortunate. Feels bad to get big bomb and then just fail. Okay, and yeah, he failed to save that terrible position. toastrider off to not the best start here in this race. Looking very human, as you said before. Medium bomb. Oh, and he doesn't quite clip into the cage. toastrider, things escalating out of control right at the beginning of this race. You hate to see it at the beginning. He held up too early before he jumped yet again. toastrider can't get things under control.
This is just Murphy's Law taking full force right now.
Oh, no, he can't grab the bomb.
Come on.
All right, he's in there. Yeah, finally. That is a 218 fade-out bomb clip. toastrider has basically lost 30 seconds here right out the gate.
That is very unfortunate. But we have a long run, so a lot of opportunity to catch up, but that is basically the worst start you can have. I don't know that I've seen a worse start yet, but
fortunately, toastrider doing slide star before Womp's Fortress will save back one of those 40 seconds that he lost.
Yeah.
And Ktane going for Canonless. Let's see what he's got. Texture setup. Can he put the star in his back pocket? And it's a miss. Yeah. Time for Wild Blue.
Texture setup just seems so risky for a race. Like, it saves 2 seconds, but I think it's just like a lot harder than
I've seen it's like a risk reward strat, and I've seen not enough reward for the amount that I've seen it in this tournament. toastrider, not the best angle there on the long jump to Womp's Fortress door. This might be an off day for him, like we saw in his previous race. Okay, Ktane really struggling to hit the plank at the right spot here, and that's a ledge grab. Yeah, Ktane's really struggling with this position. I don't agree with the texture setup, but finally gets it after much difficulty.
He really took his time with that last ledge grab to make sure he was in the right spot. So,
all right, toastrider
wanting to miss
going
it
for
again.
the grab on the ledge. Probably not going to see any mistakes here. Oh, never mind. toastrider going for the safer ledge grab for Canalus and does not manage to sink it. toastrider, lots of mistakes so far. Gonna be hard for him to get things under control. Ktane touching the wall, losing all his speed during 100 coin. Ooh, misses the wall kick up to the ledge. Might even be too late for half cycle. Yeah, just gonna be doing one cycle late.
Normal cycle, not the end of the world. It's like 5 seconds, I think. So, not terrible, but a little slow.
toastrider, doing
Plenty of time for half cycle for Toes.
yeah. It looked like that wasn't really his plan going in here though. toastrider was going for, I believe. I don't know. Going by his coin count, I guess it was cycle, like the fastest one. Hold on. Let me think.
Well, he still should make up some time, regardless, but maybe suboptimal to his standards.
Yeah, he was going for the fastest cycle and had to settle for half cycle, but that's not too bad. Ooh, roll out into the last coin. He's gonna overshoot the start. toastrider, uncharacteristic mistakes here in Womp's Fortress as well as earlier. And Ktane bonk trying to get up to the Lord Womp of the fortress. Cheeky little beginner movement back up though. Doesn't want to mess around with it again. I can agree with that. Keeping the damage to a minimum. And Ktane really struggling here to hit this Womp.
It's the third time the charm. Yep, he nailed the third ground pound.
toastrider. Ooh, and that's an owl. It's missed. toastrider just can't get his bearings today.
It's hard to tell who's having the better womps at this point. Both players are making some mistakes, but I mean,
yeah, it's hard to call. This is seriously something. I don't know.
this is just not the type of womps you want in a race. But luckily, since both players are making mistakes, it's not. It's still making for a good race, but just I'm sure it doesn't feel that way to them right now.
Yeah, it's a full course Italian dinner right now. I mean, we have, Italian plumbers, we have lots of spaghetti, a lot of sauce spillage, loud kids at the table, maybe. Hard to say. toastrider, it's so weird. When toastrider makes mistakes, it looks really weird because it's just like he can play flawless for a few seconds and then just, I don't know, be booty caked next.
Yeah, it's really interesting. toastrider, I think I heard in his first race that they were saying he was a lot very rusty with the game because he hasn't played for a while. So there's a lot of mistakes that he'll probably make just due to rust that he wouldn't have made in the past.
Okay, toastrider going for Wild Blue, or wait, what is he
forgetting that he already had Wild
I,
Blue?
I don't know.
That is a weird mental mistake.
Yeah. Also, you wouldn't do Wild Blue after the Womp guy anyway, because you'd have the tower lag, I think, on Star Select. I'm not sure if you would have any. But you always do Wild Blue before.
Yeah, that's real bizarre.
I'm surprised when toastrider saw the star, he didn't just go to the tower. Maybe he didn't see it. But yeah, things really escalating out of control for toastrider. He is 2 slides behind. That is... I don't know. That's over a minute for sure. Oh, no, he has one slide, but he's missing... Wait, what is he missing in here? Stars 6? Wait,
missing the owl.
did he not get
Alice? No, he didn't get
he got Alice.
cannonless.
He didn't get cannonless.
So he forgot that he backed up cannonless and then
he
went
thought
to
he
get
did.
the Wild Blue star. Okay.
Oh, toastrider.
Things are just going from bad to worse.
He's just down the second slide star, my apologies. For earlier, he already has 1. But he is behind by I don't know, about like 120, I guess, something like that. Let's see if Ktane, though, can hold on to this lead gotten in the early game. Dark World can get pretty rough.
Oh yeah,
Really
Dark
easy
World.
to die.
Yeah, in a race, it's just so much pressure because, like, if you're trying to go for a fast cycle and make one mistake, it could be a death. I mean, sometimes mistakes will just lose time, but in a level like this, there's a lot of mistakes you can make that are just very, very slight input errors that just lead to, like, 40 seconds or more because of a death. So.
Yeah. Lots of gaps here where you can just fall off into the void. It's almost like a tippy stage, but at the beginning of the run.
Yeah.
But Ktane doing quite well here.
Doing a good job of
Right on time for Shig Cycle as well. Yeah, very nice. Should be home free now. Toastrider saving probably a little bit of time on that wing cap.
Ooh, double firsty.
Oh yeah, that's spicy.
It's a nifty little, basically a full second time save.
Hopefully Toastrider can nail this Dark World. He's had a pretty hard time starting his engine here. Perhaps didn't go to the gas station earlier. Nothing to, really start the car with, or maybe his battery not doing so well, needs a jump start. Misses the switch. Okay. But Toastrider can still make Shig. I mean, he's a fast player. No doubt a small mistake like that might not mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but we will just have to wait and see. Okay, Toastrider not going to be making Shig Cycle. Didn't really know what to do with that elevator cycle.
He was probably contemplating whether he should go under or go over, and he just
definitely going under would not have worked. He probably realized that partway through, but Toastrider making a nice, easy, normal cycle and ledge grab. And misses the side flip, almost kicks back off the ledge. Ktane accelerating here in BOB. Has control of the race right now, not slowing down for Toastrider to catch up. I think especially against Toastrider, you see that lead early and you're just like, okay, I gotta run with this, because at this point, I don't know. If things go Toastrider's way, gameplay-wise, he should, in theory, save time over Ktane.
Yeah, just because of the difficult strats that he goes for that I'm guessing
Right.
Ktane won't go for. It's definitely an interesting situation, because I can relate. In my race against D whatever, I had over a minute lead, so I felt like I still needed to go fast because he could make up time just sheer with strats. So, Ktane in a good position, but he's definitely not out of the water. He definitely
Nice and easy. Wall kicks will work. No chance at a death here. Slow and steady sometimes. It does win the race. Even in speedrunning, where speed is all that matters. It's all about that risk-reward ratio, and consistency is rewarded pretty well in races, it seems to be, at least earlier in bracket.
Yeah, it's basically just knowing your opponent and also being able to read if mistakes are happening. Like, if Ktane is watching the stream right now, seeing his lead, then he probably will go for a lot of, like, safer, consistent strats, because just that's going to benefit rather than going for something that'll save a second and then risk losing, like, many seconds,
And Ktane is doing CCM 18 here. We've seen that probably most commonly out of all the routes, CCM 18, and then they do HMC late, where they get the second MIPS star instead of getting Snowman's Land red coin star. Toastrider gonna start off with wall kicks will work, but with the backflip here. Oh, a little crawl from Toastrider and a death.
Ooh.
That's exactly why, Ktane's no death strat can be good sometimes. Wall kicks will work is probably one of the easiest stars in the game to die to. It's a little obscure. It's like, where am I supposed to wall kick? What's the timing? And it does change. Toastrider, super fast. Wall kicks will work second time, but doesn't really matter. Has the death in there. Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate start. Honestly,
oh yeah, Kate goes for the blue coin here.
So instead of
hardly
safety
ever
red,
see
he's
that.
going for safety blue coin, but then electing to skip the other red coin. That's interesting.
He has lots of spares here.
See, this is a positive and a negative, though, because, like, if you get every coin along the way, then, you know, you may not be able to grab the star at the end, so you have to strategically miss coins.
You can, you just have to kick backwards.
Well, yeah, it would
and
be
that
really
loses a
slow.
lot. Yeah, it's really easy to miss coins on purpose, though. But you don't want to miss too many. That can be rough. After this line of coins right here, you can skip all these coins pretty easily, or at least some of them. Okay, 86 is no problem. You can still long jump that.
Yeah, I believe 86 is the longest you can still make the long jump with. Unless maybe if you're perfect, you could get it with one more. I'm not sure.
It looks like Toast Rider's also opting for CCM 18. Interesting. Last time I saw him, I do not believe he did that.
Alright, so Ktane just finishing up with CCM. Heading on to BBH now.
Oh, okay, Toast Rider. Ooh, almost
Oh,
falls
what a
off.
save!
Yeah, almost falls off the slope completely. Had a lot of speed, hard to control. Loses a lot of coins there.
He missed
That's
two.
rough.
He's gonna have to get the backup
Yeah,
red.
the safety red will be the mandatory red now for Toast Rider. It throws in the CCM red coins movement, though, to get it. You see a lot of people kind of go towards it and then have to turn around, but Toast Rider knows how to get it and move fluidly to the warp afterwards. Game knowledge definitely paying off a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes that is very helpful, because mistakes are inevitable, and being able to back them up quickly is definitely advantageous.
If Toast Rider racing the penguin, misses a coin, can't lose anymore, or it could spell real trouble. Okay, very nice Toast Rider managing to keep it under control even after missing the coin, and manages to beat the penguin, surprisingly. Oh, Ktane can't side flip, but then side flips. Oh, Ktane bonk. Yeah, trying to long jump up the slope. Boo, getting butt bounced off of Mario.
Yeah,
So there's a
Ktane...
few seconds down the drain, avoiding the fall though.
Yeah, after that bonk, he just wanted to play it safe, because the fall loses like 20 seconds there, whereas he may have just lost like maybe 4 or 5 seconds to just killing the boo slowly. So, good
What we
safe
saw
approach.
there is kind of like the ground pound curse. You miss a ground pound on a star, and then you try to ground pound again, but you just jump, and you don't get the ground pound, so you fall down slowly again. I don't know why that happens, but it just seems to happen to everyone when they miss the initial ground pound.
Yeah, maybe it's just that like brief instance where you're like in surprise that you missed the ground pound initially, so it's just like, maybe it's just a mental block.
Ktane with a nice MIPS grab, playing on that English, so it does move a little bit slower, a lot easier to outmaneuver.
I've always wondered why that is. I wonder if
Probably
Japanese
because they
game
thought
designers...
that it was just too hard, I guess, for the first MIPS.
Maybe they thought us American players were too slow for them, for their standards. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but Ktane going for pillarless here. Let's see what he can pull out. All right.
Does the safety ground pound, doesn't want anything to do with the fence, and easily gets it.
I can agree to the safety ground pound. I mean, it is a race. Okay, Toast Rider going for the long jumps on the second hit for the boo and nailing it. Toast Rider, known for his BBHs, is very solid there. Unfortunately, though, 70 star, you just do the 2 quickest and then you peace out. Won't be seeing any more of his specialty stage.
But still making up some time with BBH, though. More solid.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, Toast Rider, time for basement. Maybe we will see a crazy pillarless, maybe not. But
But
He's
what we are
gonna...
seeing
Oh,
is a
punch grab. That'll
good
save a little
punch
time.
grab.
Yeah.
And on a faster MIPS too, so that's even more impressive.
I mean, actually, the punch grab on English is a little bit wonky.
That's a good point, because you may be too far up, so it's a...
Yeah, the spacing's weird. Okay, Toastrider with the bonk, though. Not looking super impressive here after the punch grab, bonking, trying to enter SSL. And Ktain wall kicking off of the corner of Lethal Lava Land. Lots
Both
of castle
players
movement
just
mistakes.
love the
Toastrider,
overworld.
can he
Toastrider
work
going for
with
medium
medium bomb? He
Not
is
gonna get it.
not
Ooh.
gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Nice slide kick by Toastrider. He'll have to go for shining atop the pyramid here. The bird is long gone. And that is some time loss for Toastrider that Ktain did not have, so Ktain extending the lead just a little bit yet again. Let's see if Toastrider can pull it out second try. After you fail Pillarless once, oh, throws the bomb away on accident. Okay, slides off the slope. Toastrider really struggling here on this slope.
So now he's gonna go over it. Yeah, that slide on the slope didn't really matter because he has to wait for the Klepto anyway.
Well, what he wanted to do is he wanted to go kick Klepto in the face on top of the pyramid because it mitigates a lot of your time loss.
Oh. I haven't seen that backup before.
Yep, it's pretty common for pillarless backup. Ooh, Ktain, it looks like he was going for ledge grab skip, but getting bullied. And the bully is down here, kind of out of bounds with Ktain. Easy kick, though. Toastrider to the point where he has to reload the bomb just to do pillarless. We've seen him struggle with bombs all race. All right, this should work. Doesn't have to worry about that medium bomb. Toastrider finally making it in, but not the shifting sandland he was hoping for. And a bomb, and he's falling all the way down. He will have to die.
What a catastrophe for Toastrider and shifting sandland.
This is insanity. Who has ever seen Toastrider look so mortal before?
Yeah,
It looks like
not what you expected from him entering this tournament. One of the top players of the game, just struggling so much. It's rough.
Yeah, it looks like he's just really having trouble finding his bearings right now. Might not remember how to move the red hat guy. Okay.
Very
It looked like Toastrider. It looked like Toastrider was actually going for the hot log rolling box camera, but he screwed it up. At least from what I could tell. Toastrider, though, getting a super pro lava boost there. Very nice. But a big jump into the
missing
star.
lava boost, backing it up with the elevator. It's gonna lose him a bit of time, but at least no death so far.
Toastrider opting to now run around the stage, get some of these further away stars before going back in the volcano. Ledge grab, skip attempt, and very nice.
Yeah, you usually see runners do the volcano stars in pairs. It's a little weird to not see that, but it doesn't honestly matter.
A lot of people want to get lava boosts out of the way early and then do elevator tour afterwards, but Ktain doing it in the opposite order. And triple jump for the lava boost, maybe not feeling that comfortable with the other methods.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he sees the lead that he has right now and just wants to do what he's comfortable with.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just what he... Like, maybe that's the only strat that he knows.
The lava boost can be kind of rough there. You need to really understand, like, how it works to be able to do it consistently. And sometimes, you know, people only really vibe with one strategy.
Yeah, because it's not as simple as you just hit the lava fall twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's certain spots on it where if you hit the wall, you'll just bonk off the wall. You won't actually bounce. So it's really precise.
Ktain, though, with pretty huge lead here, 3 stars up and some castle movement. Did not expect to see such a dominant position from him this early. It's really like Toastrider for catch-up, but jumps into catch-up. Not really what I meant, Toastrider. You are kind of not listening properly. Could, you know, try to speed up, is what I meant. Ktain going for the solid back fin of the sub here. No,
Having a little trouble getting out of the water.
and no special tricks, but maybe doesn't understand the normal trick of just jumping out of water with Mario.
It honestly took me forever to learn how to jump out of the water really well, which is a bit embarrassing. What just happened to Ktain is just so, like, it's so frustrating when it happens because you're holding all the way up or all the way back, so you jump just straight vertically, so you have like no forward momentum.
You would think that it would work, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, very nice Manta from Ktain, getting all the rings. Not gonna have to worry about those. But Ktain also, you know, doing sub-star before the chest star. We saw that earlier, but that is more castle movement. Toastrider falling through the cracks, and he's dead.
Luckily I mean, it's still a time loss, but luckily you spawn back in the volcano after dying to a volcano star.
One small thing that people might not have noticed, but was pretty smart by Toastrider, is he aimed to go for the wall there so that when he bounced off of the lava, he wouldn't go as high up and he would bump the wall. That way he would exit the stage sooner. So he made his mistake a little bit less of a mistake, I suppose, or made the time loss not as much.
Yeah, it's an impressive recovery, because usually when you die, you're just like so frustrated and, you know, just like trying your hardest to save it, survive as long as you can. It's just like an instinct, but dying faster sometimes is advantageous.
Yeah, the right decision there was definitely to eat the death. Toastrider getting stuck on the text box there. Maybe the Japanese language version not paying off. Ledge grab from Ktain. Gonna make the cycle impossible with lava boost. But still should be possible.
Yeah, if he plays really fast, he can still get early Ellie's, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, these slow and steady strats, they can be good, but I don't know if Ktain's gonna be able to make it with all this minor time loss left and right here. Oh, that ground pound probably gonna seal the deal. It looks close, but I think, yeah, Ktain's not making this. Oh, definitely not now. Potential time save for Toastrider appears. Hopefully he can capitalize on it. Missing early Ellie's is actually a pretty big deal. But Ktain, no stranger to the good ending movement, it looks like, but getting amped. I'm not a huge fan of prolonging the dive there. Ktain, nice double boost though off the flame. Not gonna mess around trying to do anything fancy.
So at least
he's lining up front sub.
Oh, trying to save a second to Ktain's back sub.
Well, Ktain also screwed up the jump too, so Toastrider could save a little bit more as well. If he makes it up, very nice. Can be pretty tough on 64. You have all that lag.
You would think with all the mistakes that Toastrider has been making that he would be further behind, but I mean, he's making up time with just gradual strat improvements on what Ktain's doing, and Ktain is making a lot of he's making a bunch of small mistakes which are adding up, so still a close race.
Toastrider, he's made a lot of mistakes. Not the best race from so far. You know, luckily Tippy still on the table.
And even upstairs, I mean,
anything can happen. Oh yeah, upstairs he can definitely passively, you know, just save some time through sheer speed. But I doubt that we see Ktain, you know, have any super big issues before Tippy.
Yeah, a lot of the runners in this tournament are fairly consistent with upstairs. If you go for stuff you're comfortable with, it's probably one of the easiest areas to get through in a race, but you never know. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Yeah, upstairs is where things get pretty saucy. The difficulty is definitely more consistently hard. And Toastrider screwing up his movement in the cage. He's not going to be getting lava boosts. Yeah, definitely not now, but early Ellie's definitely still on the table for him. He's just going to have to go for that. Ktain playing it fairly safe here.
So Toastrider making up some more time as he does get early Ellie's.
Ooh, that's a burn. Saw that coming. Toastrider. Okay, going for ledge grab here. Oof. That's pretty spicy ending backup by Toastrider, actually. I was like, what is his plan here? This doesn't look quite right. And huge jump into the star. Toastrider backflipping instead of ground pounding. Things looking a little shaky from Ktane. Couldn't quite hit straight angles there. Can get pretty scary. Toastrider behind by a couple stars here.
Yeah, Ktane still with a pretty solid lead, but he can't ease off that accelerator if he knows what's good for him.
Yeah, he's got to definitely, try his best still. And also, when it gets close to the end of the race, I think that's when the pressure's really on. So, the further we go into this race, the more stress will probably accumulate.
Yeah, I know, even from personal experience, even if you have a big lead going into Tippy, it still is just, it's not pretty. It's not a, like, mentally, it's still very tough, very stressful, even if you have a lead, because, you know, one mistake may lead to a death, and that could be a lot of time, you know, that you're just throwing away.
We've seen even, like, Punkation ahead of Cheese by, like, a minute, and then die on TikTok Clock 100 coin. So, it's not out of the question. Anyone can fail in Tippy, and everyone will inevitably fail in Tippy, eventually.
Yeah, it's not a, you know, who will play the best in Tippy, it's who will play the least bad, in my opinion.
Who won't die. Now, Toastrider, though, seems like he's doing just fine here in Wet Dry World, but I don't know. It seems like Ktane's pretty comfortably in the driver's seat. Toastrider might be praying for mistakes at this point. There's not as much time left in the run. So the later you get into the run, the more you have to count on your opponent's mistakes if you're behind. Less room to outplay. Toastrider struggling to press the blue switch.
At least not getting a terrible pattern with Skeeter.
Yeah, doing his best. Skeeter trying very hard to make the pattern not bad for Toastrider. Toastrider not really helping out the Skeeter any. Kills him anyway, takes his coins, and Toastrider cannot get up this ledge.
Yeah, if you miss that triple jump, that's not a good situation. That's a very precise side flip. Like, you have to have your height really good, otherwise you'll miss it like Toast just did.
Ooh, Ktane opting to not do the clip here on the mountain. Maybe doesn't understand how it works.
Yeah, that clip on the mountain is really, really strange. I just learned that like 2 days ago, so it's very strange the way it works. So
you have to make sure you're facing straight.
Yeah. Big, I don't know how much time it saves, but it definitely does save a significant chunk of time.
Yeah, okay, Ktane, taking a swim here, maybe, you know, getting a little heated here.
Yeah, it just wants to cool off this hot pace that he's on right now. Doesn't want Mario to overheat and make his run die.
Oh, Ktane really struggling here with the movement. Falls all the way down. Time for some backup movement. Okay, jump and a wall kick. I don't think that was the best decision making. Toastrider going for triple jump wall kick here in Wet Dry World, and it's a miss. Unfortunate showing here from Toastrider. Let's see if he can make it up the elevator. Alright, at least that pays off for Toastrider. But can't be seeing many more mistakes like that from him if he wants to win. Ktane going for some light gardening. But it doesn't look so light. He's getting, you know, bopped by the plants. Tried to grab the weeds without gloves on, perhaps. Twice.
Toastrider making the triple jump wall kick over the box star, saving a second. It's a very, very precise strat, and it's, I don't know if it's necessarily a race strat, because I believe it only saves like 1 to 2 seconds each time you get it. But
it's about a second for top of the town, and it's like 3 seconds or so for the elevator star.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's worth it for a race unless you just like know you need to get it, which maybe that's what Toastrider's feeling right now.
Okay, Toastrider gets bopped by the mini Goomba, falling all the way in the water. He's struggling to get out. Toastrider trying to regain control, but he bops the Goomba again after bouncing off the wall. Toastrider really having difficulty here on secrets. Doesn't kick up the ledge, bounces off yet another Goomba, accidentally killing all of his little brothers here. Toastrider, you know, very inconsiderate of the ecosystem here in Tiny Huge Island. Wow.
Those Goombas were out to get him.
And Kane struggling a little bit here on Telltale Mountain Reds. In the maze can be quite tough if you're not used to it. Toastrider though behind. Okay, yeah, he doesn't even have all of his Tiny Huge Island stars. Toastrider, what are you doing?
Toastrider getting ahead of himself. Luckily, he didn't just continue on. Luckily, he realized it, because that would have been like if he realized like in Tippy or something, that would have been even worse.
He forgot 2 stars, I think. He just did secrets and then he left.
Maybe he was feeling that because he got secrets over with, you know, the rest of the level's done, because secrets is, in my opinion, the hardest star of this level, so maybe he just got ahead of himself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, secrets took so long that maybe he thought that the THI segment was over with. But not quite. Luckily, the other 2 stars are fairly straightforward. Ktane's second mountain clip. I don't think I agree with doing reds early, like what Ktane did, because you could fall here, and then reds is a great backup, but doesn't opt for the log wall kick, so I guess really falling down not as common.
Yeah, if you're confident you won't fall, it's not a big issue, but if you do make a mistake, it's a little bit annoying. I personally like to get reds out of the way because I think it's a difficult star, and I just generally like to get the harder stars out of the way first, but
yeah,
every runner has their own preference.
Ktanen going for the box jump now.
Collecting to do the Mario Can approach. Not any slower, just looks different and a little bit cooler.
You just do like down up instead of left to right, or like down left up right, or whatever it is. Toastrider very good at the mountain clip stars. Known for having very solid times on these.
But he misses
not paying off. Taking that damage. Not only does it hurt Mario, it hurts maybe the runner's pride a little bit. Toastrider down 4 stars. That is an insane lead for Ktane. I think at this point it really has to come down to Ktane screwing something up really badly.
Yeah, I think Ktane can control his own destiny now. If he
Toastrider,
plays
he was
solid...
lining a breezeless, but had to ditch it. Screwed everything up there.
Yeah, Toastrider can make a comeback if he plays well, but I don't know if he can come all the way back unless Ktane makes mistakes, so...
Ktane playing it safe here on the snowman's head. Doesn't want to do the awkward wall kick. Might be busting out even more safety strats now that he knows what his lead is. Alright, Toastrider, time for the second mountain clip star here. Double ledge grab. Ktane with some whirl from the freezing pond movement. And that's a bonk on the box. Rip. That ground pound on the box, from approaching over the hill there, can be quite tough. You don't really know where it is. You can't quite see it.
And I believe that strat only saves time if you immediately ground pound the box, as opposed to the other strat. So
yeah. Also, Ktane's movement, it looked like the lineup was a little bit like it took a little bit longer to get to the slope as well. So would have saved even less time over the other movement where you kind of go all the way around and then you slide down and jump in ground pound. Toastrider now going for Telltale Mountain red coins. Very nice intro speed kick movement. super fast. Oh,
Missing
misses
a
the
red
coin.
coin.
Yeah, we'll have to go back for that. Alright, fast maze entry, but a lot of dust on the single jump. Toastrider not going for the side flip wall kick. Interesting. Just didn't want to bother with it. Fully misses a star. And Ktane is a full stage ahead of Toastrider here.
Still 4 stars though, so it doesn't seem like he lost much time to that level. They're both making mistakes at around the same pace from what I'm noticing.
It seemed like Toastrider made up time in Tall Top Mountain, but it's hard to say for sure.
Yeah, it seems pretty even from at least Tall Mountain.
Alright, Toastrider Snowman's head, very nice movement. Good couple seconds time save for Toastrider for sure. And can save time on roll from the freezing pond.
Yeah, at this point of the run, everything matters. Every small time save he can get to make up time is important.
Yeah, he really needs to kick it into high gear now. Hopefully he has some juice left in the tank. Double speed kick movement from Toastrider. He really wants those frames. And nice blind ground pound with the Mario Cam C down here from Toastrider. Very swag looking.
That was about as good as that start could have gone.
Yeah, that was super smooth. Ktane, though, hitting box triple first try, not leaving Toastrider with many opportunities. That is usually a, a pretty good time save for some runners. Toastrider, double speed kick movement again. It looks like he's going for SL Reds.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is here. I don't know why he's doing SL Reds, because I thought he was doing HMC late.
We saw this in his last race, where he did SL Reds and then just skipped a star in HMC. I wonder if that's... if he thinks that's faster? That would be...
That isn't faster.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he'd do it twice, though. I take it it's not a mistake.
Clock 100 coin.
And maybe that's what he'll do, but I know in his last race, he just skipped a Hazy Maze star, which was very bizarre.
Yeah, he might have just misrouted. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going through Toastrider's mind, but not the best routing here from him. The whole point of the CCM 18 and HMC late is to, skip SL Reds. Toastrider just deciding that he doesn't follow anybody else's rules. He'll do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and maybe it's just a personal preference, consistency battle. Just trying to do what he knows best.
Oh, Ktane's going for HMC Toxic Maze. We'll be skipping TikTok Clock 100 coin. Misses the clip. Going to be losing some time to TikTok Clock 100 coin here if Toastrider could execute it properly. But he might not be going for it as well. And SL Reds, they might be better than Toxic Maze. I think that they are. Actually, yeah, they are. I don't know why Ktane wouldn't just do SL Reds instead of Toxic Maze.
I mean, Toxic Maze is a little bit easier to do well. Maybe he just wasn't. Maybe he just wasn't feeling confident with SL Reds. I know when I did SL Reds, I often made mistakes.
Ooh, Toastrider screwing up castle movement, trying to get to MIPS. Alright, backup catch for him. But he is behind by 4 stars, almost 5. One of the Toad stars, one of them is Toad Star though, so that's, not bad.
Ktane on pace to get another star, so it'll still probably stay around 4 stars for...
Yeah, making Christmas happen here on December 2nd. Christmas miracles do happen and come true, and sometimes early.
Sometimes very early.
Should be time now for Ktane to move up to Tippy. This is where things can get spicy, but with no 100 coin on the table, maybe not spicy enough for the likes of Toastrider.
Toastrider with a really solid box triple jump.
Yep. Let's see what Ktane can do here in Rainbow Ride. We have seen some mistakes from him. Rainbow Ride can really destroy anyone.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Ktane controls his own destiny. If he plays well, no deaths, no major mistakes in Tippy, he should have this, but it is
Yeah,
a very...
should be easy.
On paper, it's easy, but in execution, this is the hardest part of the run for sure.
So if toastrider were to skip any star in HMC, it should be Christmas Miracle Star.
Maybe toastrider, not in the holiday spirit.
Seconds. Yeah. toastrider, kind of a Grinch. Kind of a Scrooge. Does not like Christmas at all. Maybe doesn't even celebrate it. Even though Mario kind of dressed like Santa Claus. He's got the color scheme figured out.
Ktane just chugging away at Rainbow Ride. He got Lakitu bounce first try.
Yeah, no problems here. Probably won't see many opportunities for toastrider in this stage. Okay, he is going for Christmas Miracle, so I guess he just isn't doing TikTok Clock 100 coin. I wonder if he just did, okay, what is he doing?
I think he messed up the triple jump. Had to back it up.
And that will not be high enough of a wall kick for toastrider.
So
toastrider really dropping the ball.
Still no Christmas Miracle after all.
Yeah, what a Scrooge. Ktanenoob going right side here on tricky triangles. Alright, he's going for swinging the breeze with this. Interesting.
Very interesting swinging in the breeze movement. Played
You
it a
can
little
actually,
slower, but
you can actually go over there and have it be faster, but
it's very precise. But yeah.
You have to do the triple jump wall kick as if you're normally going to tricky triangles, and then kind of angle yourself slightly to the right on the long jump.
Definitely doesn't seem like a race strategy, but we've seen runners go for it.
Yeah, it's kind of like making a free star expensive.
It's a good way to put it, yeah. Because that star generally isn't that hard, but that makes it hard. But it is time save if you need it.
toastrider's down 4 stars. This might be pretty tough for him. Ktanen's really going to have to screw something up. Oh, toastrider going for glitchy wall kick. Saves 1 second here on the Lakitu bounce. toastrider doing everything he can to get the lead back, but it might be too little too late. I don't know. Misses the fall off double jump there. But still getting a pretty good Lakitu bounce time. Definitely time saved over Ktanenoob. Ktanenoob entering time moving here. Might not have been intentional. Let's grab. Oh, jump dive rollout. Interesting. Ktanenoob could have gone for a triple jump, actually. Now toastrider going for red coins. Ooh, misses the side flip. Ktanenoob re-entering time moving. Just not doing the triple jump at all. Ktanenoob just has the win in his sights. He's locked on. Preparing to fire missiles right at toastrider. And, this is the problem. He's trying to eat his ice cream cone bottom up, as we say. He bit the bottom of the cone early, and he's just sucking the ice cream. But the problem is, sometimes a little bit of that ice cream gets on. You fall down to get a hand again, and then you have to go all the way back up. You have to go, get a new pair of shorts, put the other ones in the washer, and then later you have to move them into the dryer.
That is certainly one interesting perspective on that. I'm a man of the bottom-up approach because at least it makes sense when you do the like the triple jump wall kick method at the start that Ktanen's not going for, because it saves the most time, I believe, on that bottom star. So it's, if you're only gonna get it once, like if you're inconsistent with it, it's definitely better to get it on that star as opposed to get the other two and then miss it on that. But
I guess it's
maybe that's just my preference because I'm not perfectly consistent with that strat. It is a very difficult one.
I guess it's just like, would you rather worry, like, it's if you worry about getting the triple jump wall kick, I guess.
Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter either way.
But I'd argue that, well, the time loss from, falling down to get a hand after you've already gotten it is worse than the time loss of, getting triple jump wall kick on one of the other stars as opposed to get a hand. So, Okay, Toast Rider entering time stop, but realizes he has an extra star, doesn't want to do TikTok clock 100 coins. Toast Rider having to change gears here, not looking too comfortable in TikTok clock. Toast Rider, you know, not really in it today.
Yeah, just feeling a little bit unsure of himself
Now
with
to
what to go
stomp on
for.
the swamp by itself. Should be no stranger to the star. Very nice movement here at the end. Ktane going for time jumps on not moving bars.
Should it be timed jumps on moving bar? Because he only hits one of the... Or on not moving bar, because he only hits one of the bars at the end.
I mean, sometimes you hit more than one, though. We gotta, you know, operate with the assumption that sometimes you touch more than one. And Toast Rider rollout, falling all the way off that platform. That is pretty much the final nail in the coffin. I don't think that there's any chance now, probably. This might be the biggest upset of the tournament, perhaps.
I mean, it just depends.
Toast Rider even going for the triple jump wall kick, but then he realizes he's in time stop. Goes for a triple jump up to these coins. Doesn't work out. Toast Rider touching the wall, losing all his speed. And now Ktane will be finishing up TikTok clock while Toast Rider still has 4 stars to go. This is rough.
Yeah, this could be a very bad position for Toast, as he already lost his first race, and this would put him at 0-2 in his brackets so far, basically.
Yeah,
I think he still technically would have a chance if ties were a thing, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think Paracusia has 1 loss as well. So if Paracusia loses his next race, and then Toast Rider beats Paracusia in the head-to-head, actually I'm not sure. I don't know. Ktane has 2 losses, but he'll have a win over Toast Rider. If Toast Rider gets 2 losses but then wins over Paracusia, he'll be, you know, 1-2 as well. And if Paracusia loses twice or loses 1 more time, I don't know. What would we do? I guess we would go by average time.
Yeah, tiebreakers are always determined by average race time.
All right.
So
Toast Rider eating a
missing
TikTok clock sandwich,
moving left side.
But with the filling first, decides he wants to eat the bread separately. Gets roll in the cage first, and then pendulums. Yeah, Ktane's struggling with the triple jump wall kick here.
He's taking his time lining it up.
Ooh, not
Still
good.
missing it.
Decides not to go for the pull. And
missing it again.
Could be, yeah, not working out.
All the way down to the teeter-totter.
You know, unfortunately, you know, Toast Rider, I think if he had played a little bit better in the later half of the run, he could have capitalized on this sky that we're seeing from Ktane, but Ktane is so far in the lead that could fall another few times, but opts to go just for the pull. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Toast Rider.
Maybe not. I guess let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Only
Ktane's
1 star
struggling
behind.
quite a bit just to get to this pull. This is crazy. I doubt that we will see Ktane fall for much longer. Okay. Okay. Ktane. Really
Ktane doing everything in his power. Everything in his power, being a gentleman, letting Toast Rider catch up. But if he has a solid Bowser fight, there should still be no worries. A little bit of stress with that Goomba, though. But avoiding him.
Okay, Ktane's in Bowser. We'd have to see the worst throws in the history of SM64 racing for Toast Rider. And if it happens, I'll freak out. But I don't think it's going to happen.
I think everyone would freak out.
I'm a non-believer. Toast Rider's... Okay, he was throwing some serious fire in that movement, and then he dies, trying to cut the triple jump dive too close. And now Ktane, 3 throws, 3 hits, easy money. And that is a strikeout on Bowser. He goes down swinging.
Toast Rider dying again.
Yeah, look at the life differential. Toast Rider with 6 lives and Ktane with 12.
Yeah, if Toast could have cut out the deaths, I mean, he would have had it. Because 6 deaths, that's a huge difference. I don't know how many of those were due to 1-up grabs as well, so maybe not quite 6, but still.
Well, Toast Rider did die a lot. That is confirmed here on stream.
Toastrider accepting his defeat, not even finishing.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
my.
Toast.
Hey, what's up?
I guess maybe a little hard to start your engine today. I just think of like it's just one of your infamous Toast Rider 70-star races. I think is what happened.
No, usually I have pretty good races. If I don't know, like a year ago or maybe two, I was getting like consistent 49s eventually, so that was
I
okay.
was thinking of like the like race against Blue Bob where you were in just BBH just falling.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I guess maybe not enough time with the game. I guess to get the desired result today.
Maybe I was trying to watch a movie and it was kind of like an action movie, so it like
You were trying to watch a movie while playing in the tournament.
yeah.
Okay, that's like the most BM thing I've ever heard. I'm glad
Well,
you
I mean,
lost.
so
Yeah,
thanks.
I'm glad you lost.
Wait, what's happening?
I can't believe it. Toast Rider was trying to race you in the tournament, win, and watch a movie at the same time.
Who said I was trying to
wow.
Who said what?
win? Who said I was trying to win?
Well, I mean, why would you race unless you were trying to win? You would have just DQ'd yourself if you really just wanted to watch the movie.
Well, maybe I still wanted to race anyway.
All right, Toast Rider. I don't know what the decision making process is here, but at GG's, I guess. Ktane taking it handily, with kind of shakiness in Sky, but holding it together at the end. How are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. I actually did not look at the stream until after I finished TikTok clock, so I assumed Toast would be pretty far ahead at that point. And,
No, you were way ahead the
yeah.
whole race.
Wait,
Toast
really?
Rider was
What happened
getting
to Toast?
he was getting way too into that movie.
Oh.
Actually was. I was like not looking at the screen at the time.
What movie was it though?
So I was trying to like finish up the Marvel movies I haven't seen because I was going to watch Infinity War eventually. So I was watching Black Panther. I've never seen it. I haven't seen like
Okay.
half of the new ones. So yeah, that's what was going on.
Good movie.
Yeah, it was. There's too many action scenes, so I like had to look at it too much. So
Yeah,
that was the problem.
Toast Rider just in the middle of a lethal lava land volcano. Looks away just to look at the action. Looks over. Oh, I guess I'm dead. Wow. And you were still on pace for like, I don't know, like 53 or 54. That's pretty. Yeah.
The funny thing is that this was like better paced than the race I had last time, which was like the worst run I've had.
Were
in,
you
like, 2
watching a
years.
movie last time? He has to think about the answer. Oh my gosh.
I
Toast
think
Rider-
so, but I think I turned it off like halfway through.
This is like the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard.
I mean, we appreciate the honesty at least. Like that's
Yeah,
at
owning
least
up to it.
He's got some integrity. And
It's really funny though. Have any plans for any upcoming matches? Perhaps you decide to watch TV or read a book.
Well, actually, listening to audiobooks while playing Mario is pretty good.
I like classical music.
Pretty good. Yeah, well, any music is good, but like pretty good multitasking. Getting an audiobook in while practicing speedrunning and stuff.
All right. Well, Toast Rider always trying to further himself in other areas while playing Mario can be, a cool thing to consider. But Ktane, very diligent, focusing only on the game this race, and definitely paying off. So, good luck to you in the rest of your matches. You as well, Toast Rider. And we will be taking a short intermission after this race. But we forgot to mention it earlier, but Vi.gg, you could have bet on this race here. Most people probably would have bet for Toast Rider. This could have been a nice upset, a good dollar in your back pocket, perhaps. So if you are in a legal area of residence and are of legal age, sign up Vi.gg, do some betting, and we will be back with the next match. And since I didn't plug Vi.gg earlier, Vi.gg, 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 sign up for Vi.gg, please. Okay,
Yeah,
see you guys soon.
definitely still able to do it for the next race too.
Yep. See you guys soon.
I was betting on this.